So Destiny is our comrade as well that was on the brigade with us on the International May Day Brigade, is from Rock Around the Blockade, Revolutionary Communist Group, Fight Racism, Fight Imperialism. So Destiny, if your Wi-Fi is stable enough, if you wanted to unmute and maybe give a bit of a contribution to kick off the discussion. Yes.
So hi, I'm Destiny Sanchez. I'm a member of the Revolutionary Communist Group and Rock Around the Blockade. I've been in Cuba since the beginning of this year. I'm currently studying at the University of Havana. And I'm also like engaged in political activity and events with various Cuban institutions and other activists from across the world here in Havana. And I also went on the brigade with the comrades, which was just an amazing experience. I kind of wanted to pick up on 2 points. Um, I mentioned the struggle for socialism and like us being able to see that struggle for socialism in real life during the brigade, but more broadly whilst I've been here. And it's a question of why social, like why does imperialist powers have to attack socialism? Like Tamara said, um, socialism is a powerful alternative to the war, poverty, barbarism that we see under capitalism. It's putting the needs of humanity and the planet before capital accumulation. And being here in Cuba, despite the immense hardships that we're seeing in this period of intensified imperialist attacks and with the blockade, they're still able to put like the needs of the working people, all oppressed sections of society before at the fore of the state's decisions and plannings and policies that are going through. But also it's important to recognize how difficult times are. Like at the moment there are blackouts regularly. But why is that? Under Trump, when he put through 243 new sanction measures, as well as putting Cuba on the state-sponsored terrorism list, as well as enacting House Burton Title III, among other things. Those 53 of the 240 measures targeted the energy sector. And because of the blockade, Cuba can't import the materials needed to completely restore, regenerate the energy system. But as comrades have spoken about creative resistance, in Cuba, at the moment there's a mass project of these like photovoltaic parks, which are like solar panel parks, which is a way to kind of go around the worst impacts of the energy crisis caused by the blockade. And this creative resistance was a phrase that came up time and time again on the brigade, and it was seen so clearly on May Day, having like hundreds of international delegates. As Reagan said, many of the delegates are here, seeing like hundreds and thousands of Cubans from across the country in Havana, but then also going back home and seeing online Cubans in the provinces, in the capital cities of each province, shows this resilience in defense of their revolution, in defense of sovereignty, and raising the banner of anti-imperialism more than anything. And I think that was what was really special about this brigade. There were so many people from so many different countries. When we went to Villa Clara, we went to see Che's memorial. We got to speak to the combatants, and it really brought to the fore the importance of having an internationalist understanding and raising the banner of anti-imperialism, not just on a nice 3-week brigade, but when we go back home. And I just think, just to kind of finish off, what it made really clear to, I think, all comrades on the brigade, that the Cuban struggle against imperialism connects it to other struggles across the world, connecting it to the Palestinian struggle fighting against US and British, Zionism and the occupation backed by US and British powers, connecting it to the struggle of Venezuela fighting against the sanctions, fighting for sovereignty and peace. And it connects it to the struggle of the Sahel states in West Africa, kicking out the forces of French and US imperialism. And it was so refreshing to be with comrades that understand that our duty is to go back home, fight in our countries, and give Cuba the political solidarity that it needs. Because just as much as we need Cuba Cuba needs us. So it's really, really inspiring. Last thing, we have this pamphlet, Revolutionary Cuba, the streets are ours. And there's a chapter on Cuban internationalism, and it looks at, yeah, Cuba's long history of not just medical internationalism, but bringing political and military support to oppressed countries across the world. So it's definitely worth having a look at. I'll put the link in the chat.